How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Thursday night Lucky Dip video. We are joined by Samantha Housen, who's back on the show. Like, you were not well last week. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, no, I am. Thank you. I wouldn't have been very much fun. I was like sad face.
Oh, well, you're back now, and you're
I
happy
am.
face.
Happy face.
Yeah. Ben, what the fuck's wrong with you, mate? Misery guts over there. I know what's wrong with Ben. Go back and listen to the podcast on Monday, Good Movie Monday. We spoke about Halloween films or scary movies for kids, but it was more of an exercise in elder abuse, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Elder abuse.
What
about
Yes.
what about young people abuse? When
There's no
when
such
does that come?
You've got youth. You've got time to get over it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't have time.
Oh, I feel bad now every time.
It's turning into an episode of Glenn and Ben gang up on the girls.
It's the other way around. It's the other
We did go to town on Chloe as well.
We did, but
We're sticking by each other. Me and Chloe were like,
Yeah,
I'll for that, I'll be on her side and I'll say Hubie Halloween sucks.
I had a text message from her before that said Sam and I are going to have to team up on a video.
yeah. Definitely.
I reckon that'll be fun. But we are here for Lucky Dip. If you've never watched one of these videos, we just dip our hands into bowls, receptacles, tins, whatever we've got, mugs, and pluck out movie titles that we barely scratch upon. We talk about other stuff, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
just
diversion.
banter.
All right, I'll go first because I can't talk properly. And I'll get it out of the way. What is that?
2067? 2067? What's that?
That's a good question. I don't fucking know.
2067. It's the Ang Lee movie. The In the Mood for Love.
Oh.
Kind of.
It is too. Why did I put that in the bowl?
Don't know.
Oh, it's 2020. It came out 2020. Is that the right one?
This proves that I don't put stuff in there that I've necessarily seen. I haven't seen this one.
I think it came out.
Oh no, it's not Ang Lee. Sorry, that one isn't. Now
Case in point. And if this is the first time you stumbled across our material, go back and listen to the show because that's where we actually perform.
Yeah, you've cut out all of us looking on.
You've stumbled across the bonus content.
There's 2067 that came out in 2016, but I don't know if that's it either.
Is that the one? Was it the movie that was that? Wasn't it 2067? No.
2067 was the movie that he pulled out.
Oh no, I have seen this one. That's the crappy one with Ryan Quanton.
Okay, so it was that one.
Yeah, it is. That's right. You said it, and it wasn't triggering until I saw the poster. Yeah, that was a shit movie.
Huh.
Cody Smith McPhee. Oh yeah, no, I hated that one. You don't have to talk about it.
It was in the bowl though.
Yeah, I know. I think I must have thrown it in the bowl after I'd watched it because this is the same bowl from when we started. Like it was just loaded to the top with titles.
Yeah.
So this would have been about 4 months ago, but it's essentially it's a time travel kind of movie where there's a guy stuck in a room with a dead body, and it's how do you explain it? The events that take place may have happened before, and it's one of those sort of mindfucking kind of movies. But by the time you get to the conclusion, it's not logical whatsoever, and things in the shot of the final scene are not in the same position they were in the start, which undoes the entire logic of it and stuff like that. So,
okay.
Let's move on. Someone else.
I just want to, before we do move on, I suppose it's 2046 was directed by Wong Kar-wai. And
I know the one you mean. It was a trilogy though, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, it was with I don't know if there was more. Days of Being Wild, In the Mood for Love, 2046. There's a bunch of them. I can never remember which ones are actually. I don't think Chungking Express is in that in that same universe. But definitely In the Mood for Love in 2046. And there, I can't remember. I can never remember what the third one was. I think it's Days of Being Wild, but I'm not sure.
Excellent. Who wants to go next? Sam?
Yes.
Whoop.
Sorry.
It takes a while for my old man eyes to adjust flashing things on the screen.
You're the only one not wearing glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't I?
And they're in the apocalypse. Oh,
Yeah.
no. We don't want to talk about this one with Ben.
Why do you hate it?
I hated it. I did
Oh
not.
no! Wait, why?
Jarrett
Why
loved
did you
it.
hate it?
Jarrett
Tell
loved
the
it.
story. Tell the story.
Well, no. Well, he loved. We saw it at Fantastic Fest, and he thought it was great. And I can't stand like a lot of the new musicals. It really feels, and like the voices are so auto tuned, and it just sounds like it sounds like a TikTok video where they're just mouthing along to the words of a song. I hate it.
Oh,
Can't stand
I
it.
loved it. I thought it was really fun. It was like, I don't know. I like musicals, but I understand what you're
I love a
saying.
good musical.
Yeah,
I
I
just
get-
don't like
yeah.
these. Like the same with that Sunshine on Leith was the same thing. These new musicals, they just don't. But don't get me wrong, I also hated Les Mis because they were all singing, and you're like, oh, geez, they could auto-tune.
It's definitely a particular, you have to have the talent to be able to act and sing
And
and
sing.
dance. And not a lot of people can do that.
It used to be, you had to have it. Yeah. I just, like musicals are great in the 40s, and I think that's just where they should have stayed.
Yeah.
Look, I tend to agree. I do like some modern musicals, but I kind of know where Ben's coming from because back then that was just a common form of entertainment. It was how you made movies. A lot of them were musicals, but now they're so few and far between that when you get them, they're kind of odd.
Yeah.
They just feel weird. And the ones I do like are much more your Sing Street type, where the
Sing
music,
Street's great. Yeah.
yeah, the music. It's more of a jukebox musical almost, and
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain Sing Street, but those type of movies, the
But they're in
commitment,
a
same
band.
thing.
Like they're in a band, and
Yeah.
the music, they're playing the song.
Oh,
The band
yeah.
are playing
Yeah.
songs. They're not walking down the street and just.
It makes sense for
They're
them
not
to
breaking
start
reality.
singing and-
Yeah, they're not breaking the reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're the ones I kind of like.
I mean, like I usually don't mind when they break the reality. Like I just of a certain era, and those ones, especially the ones where the voices sound too electronic,
Yeah.
it really just takes me right out of the film, and I do not like them. I do.
Are there any modern musicals that you like?
I'm just trying to think. I can't. I mean, like I really like Sing Street. That was great. I like Once. Once was great.
Once is like it's
that's
been
nice.
teetering. It's been etching Mary Poppins out of my number one position as my favorite film of all time. I watch Once at least twice a year, which is
Oh,
ironic.
No, it's following your like that you like twos. Things in twos seems to be a theme for you.
And yet the
Also
movie's
like
called
film
Once.
Number 2.
Yeah.
That's right. I
about
mean,
Hairspray?
really, no, didn't care.
What
for that at all.
about Sweeney Todd?
Not really. I've seen both of those on stage and love them in that medium. I think that's where they belong. I don't think they translate very well. Sweeney Todd, I enjoy to a point, but yeah, no.
I was going to say that like, Sondheim musicals are also like a different kettle of fish. Like like some of the music is weird.
Yeah.
You watch like Sunday in the Park with George. Like I've seen the Mandy Patinkin version, and you're like, oh, just like 2 hours of this. Like I want to kill myself.
But that's the
Then
other
you
thing.
watch,
Like
you watch like Evita, and you're like, this is great.
yeah, some of like Hairspray I loved on stage, but I didn't like the movie. But I think there's a difference too between like a stage adaptation to the film and then a movie that's made as a musical, like as an original. Like La La Land, I didn't particularly like, but that's another example of one that's been made for film.
I like La La Land. Yeah, maybe I just like musicals in general. They don't have to be amazing like singers or anything. I think I just enjoy that. I just think I just enjoy
overall,
that.
I like musicals. I like musicals, and I do like some contemporary ones. None are really coming to mind right now. What's that?
I didn't even know they were singing in La La Land. I just thought they broke into dance. I didn't know they actually sung.
Yeah, there's a lot of singing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of singing. The only part I really like of that movie, the only part that is when they're at the party, and she makes him play Iran.
Yeah.
That's a good bit, but the rest of the movie I was like, okay. And I like the auditions. But I was like, I don't know what's wrong with any of these auditions.
Here's a weird
Really
one.
good.
Did you like Repo, Genetic Opera?
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen that. No.
Okay. Carry on.
Did you?
Yeah, I do. It's a weird one because it's a musical. It is an actual opera. So a lot of people's problem with it is the fact operas aren't necessarily melodic, right? So the songs,
Phantom of the Opera is great. I mean,
and that's not an opera.
No, sorry, not Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh yeah, that's
Which is a rock
amazing.
opera, which is a rock.
It's amazing. I love that one. And see, going backwards, those type of films, I definitely love. Shock Treatment. I love Shock Treatment, stuff like that. But no, Repo, it's an opera, so the songs are not that necessarily melodic. They do have like a bit of a heavy metal backdrop to them. You got Sarah Brightman in there singing, which is cool, and they're gory as all fuck. Got a great cast. Darren Lynn Bauschman or whatever his name is, the guy that did the Saw sequels. He's the guy that made it, and I think a lot of people don't like it simply because it's an opera, not a musical per se.
Yeah.
Hard to explain, but yeah, whatevs. All right, Ben, do you want to go ahead?
Sure. What's this one? Oh, sorry. Somehow a KFC refresher towel got into my
I had one of those around here like yesterday.
my lucky gift tray. Crazy.
Bull Durham.
Oh, what a classic.
I don't think I know that one.
Sad.
Another one of Kevin Costner's baseball movies.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's with Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins. I think that's where they got together, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one.
I think so. It's been a long time since I've seen this one.
And it's a classic. It's a fantastic film. Another searing indictment of men's fading libido. It
kickstarted his whole series of baseball movies.
Baseball movies, like it is. Yeah. If you like movies like Tin Cup, like any of that kind of, if you like that era, Kevin Costner, like Field of Dreams and Tin Cup, and that kind of the more kind of stumble bummish Kevin Costner.
What was the Sam Raimi one? For Love of the Game. Yeah.
How many did he do?
He's
How
done.
many?
They're not connected in any way. He just likes baseball and made a bunch of baseball movies.
It says
Yeah,
here
probably-
that it's R rated.
Bull Durham?
Yeah.
Probably for the
American R rated.
American R, so that's our MA 15 plus.
Well, it seems quite
Yeah.
high for, I don't know, for a baseball movie, I guess.
Yeah, it would have just been lots of
lots of
like
sex
beer swigging sex talk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not even, and it's not like Porky's kind of frat house sex
Yeah.
talk. It's
Mm.
adult.
Mm.
But I don't think that rating is justified.
Yeah.
No, it's not applicable anymore. It probably was justified back then, but
Yeah.
the context of time, it's probably not.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one. I don't remember enough about it because it's been so long since I've watched it, but it's definitely one I've got here somewhere that I should add to my list to pull out. I actually do watch quite a lot of the films we talk about, afterwards because just reminded. But
Yeah,
let's
it's
go.
definitely one of those films though that you put on and you're like, and it's good when you can't remember anything about it. And you're like, oh yeah, this movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just move on with your life. Like
It's like when you put Field of Dreams on after so many years, and you're like, man, this is stupid.
No, I don't. Outrageous. What?
Oh, I'm glad you put your screen back up. There's no pants on, mate.
Ghost. Oh my god.
Another Kevin Costner film? No.
I saw Ghost 3 times at the cinema.
I've never
3
seen
times.
I did, and then when it came out on video, I reckon I saw it about 4 times within the first month.
it. Wow. Why?
I loved it.
I mean, what did you love about
I
it?
often go to see movies that I hate several times at the cinema.
I mean, what did
I
you
also hate myself.
what did you love about it?
Well, my mother and I went and saw it the first time. We both loved it and went back again probably a couple of nights later. Because back then, don't forget, before it hit video, there was a good 12 months. So if you're gonna watch it again, you got to get in quick.
And they were in the cinemas for like 3 months. It
Mm.
wasn't like a week. And if
Yeah, that's right. It's not like we did all this within the space of 7 days. We spanned it out. The first two were definitely back to back, but then afterwards we just liked it a lot. I don't know. For me, I was young, obviously, but it was the perfect combination of funny. I think the Whoopi Goldberg stuff is hilarious. Perfect amount of scary. To me, actually, the scariest thing at that age was, what's the villain's name? Is it Tony Goldwyn? Is that who it was? When he dies with the pane of glass. When he dies with the pane of glass through his stomach, the blood splat is awesome. It's an awesome,
For me, it's the Vincent Schiavelli bit. That was
that's scary too, man.
On the train, where he's how to be a ghost and how to because basically the plot is that Patrick Swayze is desperately in love with Demi Moore, and then one night home, or while they're walking home from some event, he gets killed by a mugger, and then he comes back as a ghost. And the only person who can hear him is this Whoopi Goldberg, who's basically
clairvoyant.
She's like a con man pretending to be a clairvoyant.
Yep.
And so then he uses her to kind of reconnect with Demi Moore and solve his own murder.
That's so crazy because no one's ever explained this to me. Because all I thought it was a romance. I thought it was
it's a thriller.
Oh, I had no
and
idea.
I had no idea that you hadn't watched it. So don't watch this video back. Forget the name I said before and enjoy.
Yeah,
because I did lay down a fat fucking spoiler.
It's all right. It doesn't really.
No, it's great. It's quite scary, and there are lots of other ghosts in the movie. He's not the only ghost.
That actually makes me more interested now because I wasn't interested before.
What's the guy's name you said a minute ago, Ben?
Vincent Schiavelli.
Yes. What was the first thing you thought of when you saw him appear on screen? Because all I thought of was Dorf on Golf.
No, I thought of is it Better Off Dead?
Yes, I think
he's the teacher they all love, like the teacher that they all agree with.
He plays a ghost that essentially not haunts but resides in a train carriage in the subway, and when Patrick Swayze gets onto his carriage, he gets very protective and defensive of his carriage and becomes very scary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Great.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. It is a really good movie. And who was it directed by? Was it one of the Zuckers? Or was it
Jerry Zucker?
Jerry Zucker, yeah. Which, he was famous for your Naked Guns and your airplanes. So this was a real departure for him.
Crazy.
And Whoopi Goldberg won the Oscar.
Oh, for this one.
I know the movie has been completely overshadowed by the song and the music video and pottery together, and it's like, I mean, it is an important part of the film, but it's not the main part of the film. It's just the, when they finally, no, that's the kind of, it's one of the setup scenes that set up their
romance
of their love.
Yeah,
which is why why he's kind of sticks around, why he doesn't go towards the light.
And it is famous for being one of those films that you definitely need a box of tissues when you watch it.
Oh, okay.
Ben has the tissues for other reasons, but most people, get a bit teary.
I just really like Whoopi Goldberg. What can I say? And I do like there's that great joke in Community, in the TV series, where they one of the classes that he takes is pottery, and the one rule that the guy has is that you cannot do ghosts.
I mean, the movie ruined pottery forever, really.
Yeah.
It did.
Like now it's like a two-person, like now the stools come with a second seat behind it.
Was it Naked Gun 2 or 3 that did the pottery scene with Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley?
Yeah.
Oh,
can't remember which one it is. The third, maybe? Which
is, funny because it's Zucker,
That's so funny.
Do you reckon we've done enough? I reckon. You reckon that's been about 20 minutes? I reckon that's probably enough.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done enough.
Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap it?
No, I want to go and watch Ghost.
Do you have it? Or it's probably on a streaming service.
I think it might be on a streaming service.
You should totally make it tonight's movie and then all those other movies that you've written down.
Yeah, I know. There's always so many. But you know what this doing this has actually made me realize? It's made me realize how many TV shows I watch, because I always thought I was a movie person, but I actually watch a lot of TV shows, and it's the TV shows that we can't talk about because it's good movie. Monday.
Yes,
Is
I
that
did.
backwards to
Because
you?
of Glenn's draconian rule about
Yeah.
TV shows.
Well, having said that, we do have a Halloween guest coming up on the show from a famous television show. So,
Ooh.
That's
yeah.
what I remember when you announced that your thing with Chloe, and that was the comment. Like he goes, "I've got something to announce," and you hadn't told me what it was. And so I was like, "Is it going to be good TV show Tuesdays? Doing another show? We finally get to talk about TV."
Sorry.
No.
Movies are what I do. But what we should do is we should do a few episodes focused on television.
So yeah,
Yeah.
We
It
can
would
do
be
that.
interesting.
Were you about to say spin-off?
we'll do like a very special episode of
Yes.
like those the ones where they deal with child molesters, the TV episode where they deal with child molesters and stuff, like that Different Strokes episode where the
The PSA episodes.
fixes that.
Oh. Yeah.
He's a bit handsy. The old man's a bit handsy.
That that is such a weird episode too, because the way they deal with that guy is very like
There's still a laugh track over it. Like,
yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
But
That's
they're
awkward.
very kind to the child predator in the end, Like he
Yeah.
gets his just desserts, but in a very, friendly way.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mr. Drummond is a
Yeah. I was gonna say that's the only way Mr. Drummond knows.
yeah. Just he's got to set an example for two down on their luck kids.
There's a theme.
Down on their luck kids.
There's the theme for a video is the PSA episodes of TV shows, because Family Ties had a few. Remember Drunken Ned?
Yeah.
Arthur?
Yeah.
And what's his name?
I haven't seen Arthur.
All in the Family. There's lots of people.
I know Arthur. Haven't seen it. Yeah, totally. All right, well, that was a good bit of dribble to finish the video.
That's what she said. No, hang on. What? Never said that's a good bit of dribble to finish the video. That's always. That's...
Oh my god.
Put it down.
Ben's broken.
Sometimes I find myself so funny. It's embarrassing.